This mural was intended as a message of love and hope in what have become scary times. And if you don't think they're scary times, then maybe you're scary? We have governmental support for and participation in genocide, resurgent fascism, racist pogroms, all happening in the UK among so many other aggressive and terrifying things. And so when I won the commission to paint a large mural in central Exeter in Devon, I needed to say something relevant. And what I've said is that immigration has always been a part of the fabric and beauty of our culture. Now here's something important. The country now called England is literally named after immigrants, Germanic immigrants called Angles, who, along with Frisians and Jutes, raided Roman-ruled Britain from north of the Rhine until the empire collapsed in the 5th century when they began to settle and the so-called Saxon period began. The landmass later known as England was then a collection of small pagan kingdoms which didn't become Christian until the 7th century and were then raided and settled by Vikings in the 8th and 9th centuries until the French invaded and replaced the ruling class, ruling over the Anglo-Saxon peoples whose identities persisted, being called Englishry by the Normans, as well as Danes and Romano-British Celts, who all eventually integrated culturally and linguistically with each other and the Normans to become what is now called the English, whose story of cultural and ethnic integration came to an end. At no point whatsoever in fucking history. The mural is located on Gandy Street, and at the other end of the street is the Royal Albert Memorial Museum, which houses a 1,000-year-old Anglo-Saxon cross shaft called Toyce's Cross, which used to stand at the corner of Gandy Street. According to Tom Cadbury, the RAM's Assistant Curator of Archaeology and Antiquities, its maze-like motifs may have been intended to entrap malign forces or entities, and so, in its original position at Exeter's West Gate, it may have been intended as a talisman of protection. I included these motifs in my mural both as a modern talisman of protection from malign forces and entities, and as a reminder of the profound depth of our country's history of cultural enrichment through immigration. The main feature of the mural, though, is the man in a red suit. Even though it is currently housed in the RAM's off-site storage facility, it's one of the most significant artworks in Devon and in the country. It's been all around the world, taking part in exhibitions about decolonising museums and art history, like in February last year when it was at the Royal Academy in London as one of the key paintings in Entangled Pasts, an exhibition seeking to address the role of colonisation and empire within the arts. The identity of the man in a red suit is unknown. He's previously been theorised to have been Olaudah Equiano and Ignatius Sancho, both famous 18th century abolitionists who, incidentally, look nothing like him, as pointed out by Paterson Joseph, an actor who has made Sancho a lifelong subject of study and who said,
"That's bullshit," highlighting
in his essay the outrageous neglect of African figures in art history, the commonplace racism experienced by racial minorities when they are frequently mistaken for someone else. I wanted to repaint this man's face in a large public setting, partly with the prominent concrete white lady around the corner in mind, along with the fact that there is, as far as I know, no non-white representation in the content of any of Exeter's street art to date, and as a reminder to everyone, along with the Saxon motifs, of our country's deep history of enrichment through immigration, and because in these times of resurgent racism his gentle but implacable gaze insists on the universality of humanity.